So with your retrofit kit, what you are going to receive is 2 of these SaniJet motors, possibly a few of these 120 grade sandpapers, 2 of these O-ring bushings. These are very important. You really will need these to do the conversion successfully. You'll also receive a couple of these magic lubes, and you'll see why we're going to need this later. You will also receive 1 of these epoxy glues, which work very, very well. You'll receive 1 of these per tub, so per set. So this is what you'll be getting per foot bath. So these SaniJet motors, you have the SaniJet motor with impeller, and this is also a magnetic impeller. So this kind of glides when it spins. It spins around that little ceramic ball there at the end, and see how strong that magnet is. It just catches it right away. There is a top illustration on these motors. That top is going to signify the way you're inserting them. So it's very important that this top wording is on the top when you insert it. And then this cap actually goes on only one way, so you kind of feel for it, where it goes, and then in order for it to work properly and lock in place, you'll hear a little click. Now you can't turn it. It's locked in. It is very, very easy to overturn this. So if you ever get customers that say, you know, my tubs don't work, it is locked, it might be on there, but it's not locked in place. So it's very important to make sure you get that little single click. So another important step is you have this ring here that easily falls off or falls out of place. What you want to do is secure it back in its little groove there. Apply the magic glue on your fingertips. And just kind of spread it around so it kind of helps keep it in place. All the way around. So after the excess silicone glue is off or rubbed off, what you want to do to ensure that everything is wiped off clean and the new epoxy glue adheres to the fiberglass, you want to use the 120 grit sandpaper and just lightly sand on the very edge. After you're done sanding, you want to just get a rag and just kind of clean off any loose particles or dust or anything from the sanding process. Now, after that's all clean and sanded down, we're going to grab this epoxy glue and just apply a very small amount all around the ring. Just careful not to go too much, because then you'll have some excess on the outside. If you do have excess after this is glued down, just leave it, don't even clean it off. It dries up to the color of this basin. So now you want to apply it here, center it as best you can. So then you just want to keep pressure applied to this O-ring for about 2 minutes. So now what you want to do is you want to feed the power cable through the hole of this O-ring. Now you have your motor in position. I did have to just tap it lightly just to kind of get it through its last groove, but if you need to use a little excessive force, it's okay. Just don't make sure you don't break the basin or fiberglass. So using your power drill, you're gonna just tighten these screws in one at a time. Now what you're doing there is you're expanding the back of this jet. So this is what happens behind the tub. Sucks everything in. Once you feel that screw getting tight, you can stop screwing, go to the next one. After everything's screwed in, just put your cap back on. And you want to make sure this eyelet is facing 9 o'clock. This one would be facing 3 o'clock. Okay, once your jet's in place, you want to get in this access panel, locate the cord, and pull it through to make sure you have the whole cord. Now after you unplug the older motors, you want to make sure you identify or remember which outlet it came out from and plug the same motor into the same outlet on this power.